Hi, I'm Laura, the founder of Questa Kids.
Questa Kids is an online learning platform for kids aged 7 to 12 to teach them about different cultures around the world through fun, research-based learning quests. It's a way for kids to develop their research skills, independent learning, and problem-solving skills, all while learning how to be sensitive and curious about the cultures and histories of countries around the world. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how country quests work. In Questa Kids, children follow the story of Questa, a 9-year-old girl who hates learning, and Zeke, an interdimensional, intergalactic, time-traveling iguana who's been sent from the future to save the future of all knowledge. If you want to learn about how they met, check out our YouTube page for the video How Questa Met Zeke. It gives the whole backstory and it has 2 parts. So let's go into the online platform. So when you first create an account in Questa Kids, or if you click in on the login button from the homepage, which you can't see here, you'll arrive at the country quests page, which looks like this. From here, you can choose which country quest to go on. The red ones are the available ones, the gray ones are the coming soon ones. We really recommend that you follow the numbered route because otherwise the story won't make as much sense. And every time you finish a country quest, you come back to this page and you can kind of decide whether you want to do another one or take a break, come back later. So if we click on Iceland, which is the first quest, you'll see we get taken to the Iceland page. This is how to navigate around the quest. So if you stop the quest midway through, say you're on activity 7, once you come back to this page, you just click on number 7 and it will take you straight there. If you scroll down, you can see a list of learning objectives for this quest. This is mostly for teachers and parents, but the kids might maybe be interested too. We kind of do it by topic. So research activities, history, citizenship, culture, religion, etc., etc. Once you're ready to begin, oh yeah, and you can always click on the button, how does it work, to remind you if you're not sure. Once you're ready to begin, you click where it says start here. So this will take you into the space-time machine. The dashboard of the space-time machine is at the top of every page. So it shows kids where they are, here, what year it is, because Questa and Zeke travel through time a lot, and what learning tokens they've already collected, and how far they are within the kind of completion of the country quest. So there's not very much information here at the moment, but as we see extra pages as we go along, it will become a bit more clear. So Questa and Zeke's story is shown through sort of cartoon style videos, so kids can read and listen along, whichever they prefer. The story is going to give a bit more information about where they are and what their goal is. So as we can see here. So I'm going to skip through it a little bit just so that you can see. At some point they show a map of Iceland. And it will queue you up for the activity that kids are supposed to do, as well as giving some extra information about how to do research. So the first scene of the quest is always in the space-time machine, and the activity is always an information gathering activity. We really encourage kids to do their own research here. So we help them along the way with Zeke Top Tips like this. He'll give kind of extra information on how to do research. They can ask a friend or look in a book or do a Google search. So this one is filling in departmental paperwork, which is normally what it is. So you start by clicking. Name of the country I already know, but let's... Right, that one worked. Capital city is Reykjavik. There we go, and so on. And it will take you all the way through all the details. Once it's done, you can see what happens in the rest of the narrative. And one of the things that happens is they receive a learning token, which you can also see down here. So kids will receive a learning token every time they complete a learning activity. and each token has a letter on it. And the goal of the game is to collect all the letters. Once you've got 12 letters, sometimes 11, but mostly 12 letters, then you're ready to go to the multiverse library and try and put the password in. So we really recommend that kids keep a piece of paper next to them by the computer and they write down the letters that are on the tokens. If they miss them out, it's not a problem because it will appear in the space-time dashboard at the beginning of each page. But it's still fun for them to kind of see if they can guess what word is coming out and just keep track of things. So we've got the learning token for this activity. So now get back in the space-time machine and click the explore button. So now you can begin to see we're already 8.3% through the quest. The location is Vik in Iceland. The year is 1924, and we've collected one of these tokens so far, which has got a V on it. So in this time, Questa and Zeke meet a different character. It's not just the two of them. Some of the characters are historically accurate, while some are imaginary. And this one was a real person, Isabel Wiley Hutchinson, who is a Scottish explorer who walked around Iceland solo. So I'll just show you a little bit of the video. Let's just skip forward to Isabel. So in the video, Questa and Zeke meet Isabel and they chat to her, eventually discovering that she needs help creating a map of Iceland because she keeps getting lost, which is historically accurate. The second activity is making a map of Iceland. So it also requires some research. And here Zeke even points to a map of Iceland that kids can use. So click out and it's there. Oh God, I can't get back. So this is where we ask them to kind of drag and drop the right names to the right places. So Reykjavik is here, Keflavik is next to it, and then there's additional ones as well. So they can move the glaciers to the right place. And they can also kind of make the map their own by dragging and dropping different objects around the islands. So there's a puffin here, and a nice warm sweater, a turf house that I think we'll put it down here, a whale, and they can kind of make their own version of it. And then they can just double check if they're right. This is the version that we made. Just helps them to kind of orient themselves with Icelandic geography, learn the names of some Icelandic towns, glaciers, and see some kind of standard Icelandic objects. So the story continues, and once they've given the map to Isabel Wiley Hutchinson, and in return, she gifts them a learning token. Actually, in this case, she drops it, but never mind. And it's a compass with the letter I on it. So we've already got 2 learning tokens in our journey with the letters V and I. Because Isabel Wiley Hutchinson was a real person, kids also receive a famous woman badge. And there's a little bit more information about Isabel's life. If they want to, kids can right-click on the image and save or print their famous woman badge to keep. We're hoping to have a separate page to keep all of the famous women badges on soon, but we're not there yet. So then we carry on and we press the explore button again. So you can already see these are the tokens that they've collected already. I'm not going to take you through all the activities because it would spoil the adventure, but I will just quickly show you how it ends. Let's just go to the right. This one's a maths activity. Okay, so when we're ready to go to the multiverse library, here we are. It's a bit more of a storyline. We see the Iceland. You're ready to put the password in. You click on I know what the password is, and it will ask you for the 12 letters to put in to make the password. If you've got it right, you'll go through to the final page. If not, then you have to go back and keep trying. If kids aren't sure, they can always go to the I'm not sure what the password is page, which will show them the current iteration of the dashboard so that they can work out what the password is.
I'm not going to show you exactly how a country quest ends because that would spoil the fun. But at the end, kids have the option to carry on with another country quest or do more country-linked learning activities, in this case, Iceland. So that's Questa Kids. If you'd like to learn more, pop on over to www.questakids.com. That's like quest, but with an A at the end, to see more or purchase a subscription or ask us a question. See you there.